Welcome to Using Commandlets and Objects Effectively. In this section, we will cover differentiating between objects and text, working with WMI and CIM objects, finding, creating, and using variables, passing objects through the pipeline, diving into queries and expressions, formatting for efficiency, and using the pipeline to create a report. Welcome to differentiating between objects and text. In this video, we will cover .NET Object Properties and .NET Object Methods. Now, PowerShell uses .NET Framework at its core, and when it uses .NET, it uses actual objects instead of text. If we were to type getDate, it gives us this information, but it's not just grabbing that information, it's grabbing that actual object. It would be the difference between someone telling you something and someone handing you a physical object. With that object, you can deliver it somewhere, you can manipulate it, change it, do something with it. To see what this object consists of, we can pipe it to getMember. We see that we have some properties and many methods available at our disposal. So let's try one. We'll use getDate inside parentheses, and just like in math class, that's going to force this to run first, and then it will do our method. We'll do the month. Now, instead of getting the entire date, we get that it is the 12th month. We could do this with the day, or the year, or any of the other properties that are available to us in this physical object of getDate. Now that gets us the properties. They also have methods, which you can find by running the getDate and piping that to getMember. We'll see that on the methods, we can add days, hours, years. So let's try that. We'll do our parentheses, getDate, and we'll add days, hours, milliseconds, minutes, months. We'll add years. Let's do 30 years. End it with a parentheses, and it gives us the exact date down to the second, 30 years in the future. Almost like time travel, but in PowerShell. This can be handy if you need to schedule a process to occur an exact amount of time in the future, but you don't want to do the exact math to figure out what date or time that might be. You can let PowerShell do the work for you. Let's look at another example. If we run Notepad, we can then use our parentheses and we can get process Notepad, and we can use the method kill on it. Now this will kill our process. Now, if we run the same exact thing, get process, where we pipe it to getMember, we can see that getProcess has multiple different properties and methods. One of them is kill, and that's how we find out what we can do with it. Now, if you were to run getProcess Notepad and pipe that to getMember, you'll get an error because we just killed that process. So it cannot find a process with the name Notepad. Now, you could run that if you had Notepad running. You'd scroll up and you'd be able to see that there's a method called kill, also a method called start, close, and many others. This is a helpful way to discover what you can do with an object, how you can get different properties from an object, and take full advantage of the console. And we've killed our process without any errors.